Why not make Iran great again? That's the subject of the riff. President Trump's brilliantly conceived and executed plan to bomb the three main Iranian nuclear sites into oblivion is something that will change the entire tide of history. Mr. Trump and U.S. military patriots that flawlessly implemented the plan likely saved Israel, saved America, saved freedom and Western civilization, may even save the people of Iran. I'm not going to improve upon all the praise heaped on the president. He deserves all of it. But one thing occurs to me is that successful actions in Iran, in all likelihood, represent a reversal of the American decline, most notably caused by Joe Biden's shameless exit from Afghanistan. Mr. Trump's actions this weekend show that we finally have a president who draws a red line and sticks to it. All this baloney coming out of the left that Trump was some kind of chicken president has now been blown out of the water. And that lefty crowd must have forgotten Soleimani and el-Baghdadi, but just in case they needed a reminder, Mr. Trump gave them one at Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. Whatever happens next is going to happen next. But Mr. Trump has already proven an incredibly important point. He is returning America to greatness and strength, a bit like Reagan, who ended the so-called Vietnam syndrome as he upended Soviet communism. Reagan led America out of decline. Trump is leading America out of decline. I'm sure a lot of smart people have already thought about this or written about it, but just in case they haven't, let me weigh in on it. This is Mr. Trump's moment in history. Coincidentally, before the bombing missions, the government of Pakistan nominated President Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize for brokering a ceasefire between India and Pakistan, two nuclear powers. I'd like to see Mr. Trump get a Nobel Prize, but for his actions in Iran and the reverberations of that throughout the Middle East and the rest of the world. President Trump is a peacemaker. He should have won a Nobel Prize for the Abraham Accords concluded during his first term. One of the many positive consequences of his denuclearization of Iran is that the Abraham Accords now will be greatly expanded, maybe perhaps someday in the not-too-distant future, to even include a new, free Iran. Last night on Truth Social, Mr. Trump posted, and I'm going to quote, "It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? MEGA, make America, make Iran great again," end quote. This is an important post because it does show regime change is part of Mr. Trump's thinking. And as he has said before, it's not in America's interest to nation build or put American military boots on the ground, but it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a public discussion, somewhat like Ronald Reagan's nurturing of Lech Walesa, the former president of Poland, and his solidarity movement in the early 1980s. Now, I don't see a Lech Walesa in Iran just yet, but you never know when people will rise up and overthrow the mullahs. And please note, like Sherlock Holmes' dog that didn't bark, we didn't hear a peep about President Trump's strikes on Iran from any of the Gulf states, did we? Or, for that matter, from even Iran's former terrorist proxies, who wisely kept their heads down over the weekend. As Mr. Trump himself has said, why not make Iran great again? And that is the riff.